morning, everybody, and thank you very, very much for giving me this opportunity to be here amongst all of you all. So before we start, let's have a show of hands. How many of you play sport or have played sport? Any sport. Hide and seek doesn't count. Okay? Awesome. It's always good to know what crowd I'm speaking to. So, I come from a defense background. My dad served the Indian Army for 35 years. And one of the things that happens to most defense kids is that we are bundled up, packed up, and let's go, every 1.5 to 2 years. So I have changed 13 schools in my life. It's great that I am back to school in some form or the other. Through the tenure of my dad's 35 years of service, the one thing that has remained constant while we were traveling the length and breadth of this country has been sport. Sport has been the anchor to my life, and it has been the main character in my life. Sport has taught me many things, but one of the many things that sport has taught me has been determination, discipline, and most importantly, how you fail and the lessons you learn from failure. So, growing up, I've played basketball for state. I've played tennis for the clubs. I've been part of a national squad for hockey. And of course, university, I played cricket. Everybody has to play cricket, if you like it or not. So sport was the common denominator growing up. What happened with sport in my life was my first setback. I had an injury which allowed me to focus all the energy that I had towards sport and moved that to getting an education. So growing up, I always told my dad, Indian Railways is there. I'll just play sport and I'll have a job for the rest of my life. And this army officer was looking at me and would always say, I'm not having an uneducated child in my house. And I was only interested to be the standing out student of the class. I was not interested to be the outstanding student of the class. So sport was my channel, my tool to stay outside the classroom. A little thing about the reality of the situation. Today, when I look back, I think I was a kid who had learning disability. So sport came to my rescue. So anything that sport taught me is who I am today. So when I had that big injury and my dad's prayers were, answered, I had taken all that effort that I had for sport and poured it into getting an education, like I said. So I got a degree in commerce and I finished an MBA. Brigadier was very happy that his child was not uneducated. He was very happy that I had, a degree as well as a post-grad to show off. I come from a small town, so everybody's very happy to say that my daughter is so-and-so. What happened during that time after I finished my MBA, you get out of university and you have to climb this corporate ladder. It's not a sport, okay? Climbing a ladder is not a sport. So I climbed this corporate ladder, and during the 7 years that I was there, I did really well for myself because I took all the lessons that I learned from sport into my corporate life. The one thing that disappeared from my life was sport. I was overweight, I was overstressed, I was, completely disconnected from my mind and my body. There was a lot of money in the bank, but I'd lost, the enthusiasm and the zest for life because sport was missing. Fortunately, to my blessing, I came across a newspaper article which said there was a launch of something called the WGAI, Women's Golf Association of India. This article also read saying that men and women in India were now going to be playing professional golf. So India was one of the few countries that had men and women both playing golf. This started building my curiosity, and I said, hey, there's an opportunity for me to go back to sport. Of course, I was much older, I was very unfit, and I was like, I had this spark in my eyes which said, I'm going to go back to sport again. So got myself a professional coach, got myself a mentor, got myself a fitness instructor, and there I was, 85 kilos, overweight, trying to be a professional athlete. During that time, what I did was I went back to the drawing board and took what I learned from my corporate life into what I needed now for my sport life. The one thing corporate life will teach you is planning. Future plans, right? So it tells you what you can do right now so that you will achieve what you need to achieve in the future. So I went back to the drawing board, wrote out this blueprint and said, Nikki is starting here. I'm going to take a 3-year sabbatical. I'm going to become India's top 5. And if I don't, I'm going to go back to this corporate life that I'd built for myself. So there was me at 20-something, towards the late 20s, I decided that I was going to pour all my energy into golf. Worked hard, thousands of hours, thousands of golf balls being hit, because I was going to run this race from the back, and my peers were much younger kids who were playing the sport. So I learned to basically swim in the deep side of the pool. 3 years got done, and I was India's top 5. And now, there was no stopping me. I was definitely not going back to the corporate job that I'd left, which I must say I was very happy to leave, and I was very happy while I was there as well. After about a decade of playing professional golf, this will happen to most of you in your 30s. Suddenly you're sitting somewhere and you're thinking, what is the purpose of my life? What am I doing here? This statement I used to laugh very often when my peers would say it or people would say. I was like, what do you mean purpose of life? Get up in the morning, go play, come back home, go to sleep, get up in the morning, go play, come back, go to sleep. But then this haunted me. And then at somewhere in the 30s, I asked myself as to what was I doing as a professional athlete? And I was holding on to golf too tightly at that time. And suddenly the joy went off from playing professional sport. I was not understanding what is it that I'm gaining from this being a professional athlete. Coaching happened to me. And that's where I think my focus on the lessons that golf was teaching me became clearer. So, golf will teach you many things in life. The one most important thing that golf taught me, and the chord that stays with me, is golf is a very, very reflective sport. It's not a reactive sport. Nobody's coming charging at you. No ball is coming at you. You're not chasing and being chased by somebody. There's nothing. There's a stationary object to a stationary target, and that's it. And golf will teach you that in this reflection, you will understand yourself much more. Don't you think that's a little similar to life, where people tell you, don't be reactive, be reflective. Always think about what you're doing. So that was one of the chords that really struck with me with golf, okay? Now, this friend of mine here, my golf set, has been my best friend for the last 20 years, okay? My dad doesn't like the flag being below waist level, so I don't take this golf set anywhere else, so I brought it to school. So that's the golf club, okay? Now I'm going to demonstrate to you something, and then I'll try and tell you what I'm actually doing. I was told not to use few clubs because Aditi is a golfer now, and she's telling me what club I should use. I teach her, by the way, but she's telling me what club to use, so with her permission, I'm using a shorter club, okay? So, this is what happens in a golf club, in a golf swing. You hold the club here like this, and you make a swing, all right? This is what you do to hit a golf shot. The first thing that you need to hit a good golf shot is a good grip. This is how you hold the club, okay? I'm not going to give you guys a lesson, so don't worry and don't pay so much attention also. So you hold the club. This is your connection to the club. Let's do a small exercise. It's called the grip, right? Let's do a small exercise. Why don't you all close your eyes? Get your hand out like as though you're holding a bird. Close your eyes, hold a bird in your hand. Now make sure you're holding the bird like as though you are not going to choke her to death and you're not going to let her fly. For all of you who are all city kids here, and you've never held a bird in your hand, please imagine holding a raw egg, 2 raw eggs, right? Open your eyes, let the bird fly. That, very good. The way you were holding this bird, that's the pressure that you're going to hold this club with. Your first thing about a golf swing is grip. Now think about it, think about the same thing about grip in life, right? Nothing in life you should hold on to too tightly or too loosely. The result may not be too great. We all have great dreams, big dreams, but don't hold on to it too tightly. Don't even hold on to the outcome of that too tightly. If you want to live a life that is just right, hold the grip of definitely the golf club. When you come for a lesson, I'll teach you. And in life, just right. The next thing that you need for a good golf swing is posture. What is posture? Posture is how I'm over the ball, right? If you think about posture in life, it is how you show up. Every morning, you can decide how you want to show up. Do you want to show up like a lazy person? Do you want to show up like a confident person? Do you want to show up like a loser? Do you want to show up like a winner? That is a choice that you have. Posturing in life is going to take you a long way. They keep saying, you know, there's this phrase, fake it till you make it. But if I walked in this whole stage like a less confident person, you guys won't absorb anything that I'm saying. So let's do a quick posture drill, okay? Sit up straight. Get your backside to the end of the chair and stand erect. Sit down erect, okay? Perfect. When you sit in good posture, by the way, all of you are looking great. When you're all sitting in good posture, that's when you absorb things better. So as kids and as just general people, always come out looking your best self. Posturing is very, very important. That's the second best thing about a golf swing. The last thing about a golf swing is the action itself. Here's your action. A swing that's in good balance will help you hit the ball really well. In life, balance is everything, okay? Too much of anything is a bad thing. So golf will teach you these 3 lessons. To hit a good shot, have good grip, have great posture, and always swing in balance. You don't need to be a golfer to live a life of fulfillment. However, if you were to focus on these 3 things, I'm sure you will live a very fulfilling life. So show up in life, choosing integrity, choosing kindness, and you will live life very well. And of course, if you want to learn golf, there's always YouTube, okay? Thanks for your time, and I hope golf happens to all of you.